Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'll continue the same chapter, heights and distances. Let's do sums from the exercise. Question number 8. Question says that an electric pole is 10 meters high. A steel wire tied to the top of the pole is affixed at a point on the ground to keep the pole upright. If the wire makes 45 degrees with the horizontal through the foot of the pole, find the length of the wire. So you have an electric pole which is 10 meters high. A steel wire is tied from the top to the ground so that the pole remains upright, and the angle of elevation between the wire and the ground is 45 degrees. Question says that calculate the length of the wire. So what do? We draw a right angle triangle and then mark it. You need to look at the diagram carefully. This diagram will tell you which trigonometrical ratio to be used. You are given with perpendicular, side opposite to 90 degrees, hypotenuse. So since you are asked to calculate hypotenuse, so you are left with sine. You cannot use tan because tan is perpendicular upon base. You cannot use cos because cos is based upon hypotenuse. So sine is the only trigonometrical ratio which has perpendicular and hypotenuse. Write on the name of the triangle ABC. Use a suitable trigonometrical ratio, that is sine. Sine theta is perpendicular upon base. Sine 45 degree is equal to perpendicular is AB, base is BC. Now you substitute the value. Sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. AB is perpendicular, it's 10. You have to calculate, this is not BC. Sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, not base. Hypotenuse is AC. So we substitute AC here. Now you cross multiply. AC is equal to 10 root 2. 10 multiplies by 1.414, the standard value of root 2. Now multiply it. 14.14 meter is the length of the steel wire. So please do remember, you can write the trigonometrical ratio at the side and check which one is suitable for the question. Perpendicular is given, hypotenuse is asked to calculate. We use sine. 45 is standard angle, value is 1 upon root 2. Cross multiply, substitute and calculate it. Look at the next question. Question number 11. It is an important question. Question says that an observer 1.5 meter tall, height of the observer is given 1.5 meter. He is 1.5 meter tall. 20.5 meter away from the tower. He is standing 20.5 meter away from the tower, which is equal to 22 meter high. 22 meter high. Question says that calculate the angle of elevation of the top from the eye of the observer. So observer is looking at the top of the tower. You have to calculate the angle of elevation. Look at the diagram carefully. Observer is 1.5 meter tall, standing 20.5 meter away from the foot of the tower, and tower is 22 meter tall. If you look at the diagram, you don't have a right angle triangle. It is a trapezium. So from the eye of the observer, we draw a line parallel to the base such that we get a right angle triangle. This portion of the figure is right angle triangle. We name it as A, B, C. And you have to calculate angle of elevation theta. Let theta be the angle of elevation. These two are opposite sides of a rectangle, so it is equal to 20.5. We do not know the height of the right angle triangle. Total height is given 22, 1.5. We subtract, we get 20.5. We know the base, we know perpendicular for the triangle, so we have to use tan to calculate angle of elevation. In triangle ABC, tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Tan, we do not know theta, that is angle of elevation. Perpendicular is BC and base is AB. Substitute the values. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular is 20.5. Base is also 20.5. You cancel it. Tan theta is equal to 1. On the right hand side, you have a whole number 1. Which trigonometrical tan is 1? You have to use the ratio of standard angles. Tan theta is equal to tan 45. Tan 45 is equal to 1. You cannot cancel tan from either side. Therefore, theta is equal to 45 degree. Angle of elevation of the tower from the eye of the observer. You have to read it carefully to draw the diagram. And once you draw the correct diagram, you can easily apply trigonometrical ratio to get the answer. Look at question number 12. This question number 12 had come in ICSE. Question says that in the joining figure, there is a figure given in the question, so you do not worry about it. You have P, Q, R and T. The angle of elevation of the big triangle is given 60 degree and the small right angle triangle is 30 degree. Question says that if the height of the first tower, tall tower is 50 meter, calculate the height of the second tower. So if you look at the diagram, you have two right angle triangles. First one is PQR. Second one is TPQ. So we do the calculations separately in triangle PQR. It is a right angle triangle. We know perpendicular. We need to find the base because this base is common in both the triangle. Once you know the value of this, you can easily calculate perpendicular. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Tan, angle of elevation is 60 degree. Perpendicular is QR and base is PQ. Substitute the value of tan 60 standard root 3. 50 divides by PQ. Cross multiply and make PQ the subject of formula. PQ equals to 50 divides by root 3. Leave it like this. This is the base of the triangle. Both the triangles because it is common in both. And once you get this, use another triangle here. TPQ. In triangle TPQ. You know base perpendicular is not known. Again use tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Tan theta is 30 degree. perpendicular is TP, base is PQ. Once you write down the standard angle and name of perpendicular and base, substitution, tan 30 degree is 1 divided by root 3. Perpendicular is TP, base is 50 root 3. Now you have to simplify this. So you cross multiply. TP multiplies root 3 is equal to 50 divided by root 3. 1 numerator multiplies with denominator, denominator multiplies with numerator. Make PT the subject of formula. 50 divided by root 3 into root 3, which can be written as 50 divided by 3. Divide this. 50 divides 3. 1, 3, 2 zeros, 6 times 18. 2 decimal 0, 6 times 18. So you will be getting 116.666, which can be written as 16.67 meter. This is the height of the second tower. You have to look at the diagram carefully, and once you understand both right angle triangle have a common base, so use first one to get the base, use base to calculate the height of the first tower. Similarly, you have question number 13. Look at this question number 13. It is again an important question from a point P on the ground. As you read the question, you can draw the diagram at the side. From a P on the ground, so you mark a point here, P on the ground. Draw horizontal line. This horizontal line is ground. The angle of elevation of the top of 10 meter tall building. So you have a building which is 10 meter tall, and a helicopter hovering. So this is the top of the building. Helicopter is hovering at the top of the building. Are 30 degree and 60 degree. So angle of elevation for the building from the point P is 30 degree. And angle of elevation for the helicopter from the point is 60 degree. Look at this one. You have two right angle triangles. Name it P, Q, R, S. So if you look at the small triangle here, P, Q, R, you know perpendicular base is unknown. And both right angle triangle have common base. So we use 10 angle of elevation to calculate the base in triangle PQR. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, because we know perpendicular base is unknown. Tan angle of elevation is 30 degree. Perpendicular is QR and base is PQ. Substitute here. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 is equal to QR is 10. PQ, cross multiply, make PQ the subject of formula. 10 root 3. Leave it like this. This is the base of both the triangles. Once you know this, use the big triangle. In triangle PQS, the entire big one. PQS. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. Angle of elevation for the big triangle is 60 degree. Tan 60 degree. Perpendicular is QS and base is PQ. Substitute the values now. tan 60 is root 3. You have to calculate height of the helicopter from the ground, that is QS, and you know PQ, that is equal to root 3. Cross multiply. QS equals to 10 root 3 multiplies root 3. Simplify this, you get 10 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 30 meter. The height of the helicopter from the ground is 30 meter. It's not difficult. You have to understand the diagram, and I have been telling you height and distance is based on a right angle triangle. You may be getting combination of two right angle triangles, small one and then big one. So we use the small triangle to calculate base. This base we use for big triangle to calculate the height. There are some more sums. I'll be solving it in upcoming videos. Please do watch it carefully till the end and practice similar question. Thank you very much. Stay safe.